I was thinking about how, like, as I've taken on things that were beyond my ability, or realm of experience, or really anything I had no business doing some of the things that I've tried. And as I tried them though, like it really made me lean on God, and that forced me to become better. Like, I'll be honest with you, I am right now for the last 3 days, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm not having any kava or kratom or smoking a cigarette. I'm doing a fast of those things for 3 days because I want God's help with some things that I'm attempting to do that are above my head. And I think that when you push yourself to try something that's beyond your capabilities, you really have to lean on God. And, for me, it's been a strong motivator to keep sin out of my life, because I know that sin blocks the blessing, and I need God's power to do a lot of the things that I'm attempting, and I'm willing to be obedient, and even if it hurts in the moment, to get his power to help me with those things. Have you felt that with the Iron Man, like as far as really needing like God's grace to do certain things that you felt like were above your ability?
Yes. I mean, it's such a huge race. I mean, it's so long. I mean, I didn't even know God at the time or know the Holy Spirit, but a friend was talking about doing an Ironman, and she's like, oh, I'm going to do this. And I was like, oh, I could never do that. And it was almost like I had a tap on my shoulder. I even looked, and I heard this kind of voice, not like heard thunders or anything, but like, it was like, because you don't want to, or because you don't think you can. And it was like the Holy Spirit. I know that now, but it was like all that. I was like harassed all day, just hounded for like 4 or 5 months, like all the time. It would just creep in, and I was like, please don't, please, I don't want to do this. It's too far. Like, it's really far. And then it was like, okay, fine, fine. I'll start this. I don't even know what's happening here, but I'll go ahead and learn how to swim. At least I can do that. I've always kind of wanted to learn how to swim anyway. So then you start there. But it was so far that I had to lean on God. I'd always been a good student, and I was really a decent runner. So I had to lean on God to be able to do these other things. And I think that's part of the reason why it was so far, is
I,
because I needed to get to the end of myself.
yeah, no, it's funny when you felt that tap, like God knew about the book. You
But
didn't know, right?
no, I didn't know.
You didn't
It's
know
so
about the book.
funny, right? Like,
Yeah, he knew he wanted to write a book through you about the Iron Man. So when you were saying that, I thought to myself, so in 2011 is when I rededicated my life to God, the end of 2011, beginning of 2012. And I was having sex with my girlfriend, not literally at that moment when I rededicated. I meant I was in a physical relationship with the girl I was dating, and God started convicting me about the sex. And I was like kind of tried to ignore it for a little while, but he was persistent, and he made it very clear, like, that he was telling me to stop. And I think back to that, and I'm like, he knew about the book. He knew that he wanted to write a book
right,
through me, the video. He knew about it all, and I had to cooperate with him. I didn't know about the book. I had no idea I was going to write a book about sex. I just
right.
knew he was telling me to stop. And it's like, it's pretty wild when you think about it, because he's got this better thing that he wants to give you or do through you, and
Yes,
all you have to do is submit. I mean, and then work your butt off, of course.
yes, right. But
But
yeah, like Romania, like that whole thing, like you had no idea that
no
any of
idea.
this was coming. It's
Yeah.
funny, it makes me, you're talking, and I keep thinking, God, what's coming next? Like, how exciting.
Yeah, it
What's the
really
next
is.
thing?
It's so cool when you follow God, because it's almost like a treasure hunt, because you don't know. He's got all these great plans for you, and you're
Right.
you're just kind of figuring it out as you're uncovering things and going down this path. It's not always exciting, obviously,
No.
but it's far far bigger and better than anything that you would have probably imagined for yourself.
Right.